y'all, it's Talia, and today I will be sharing 21 facts about me and my books. Since I'm starting this YouTube channel in 2021, I thought it would be fun to share like 21 facts or bookish things so y'all can get to know me. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 is what book got me into reading. And the book that got me into reading is Home is East by Minnie Lee. I read this book in 3rd grade and it really gripped me. It's about this girl named Amy, and ever since she was little, everyone has told her that her mother is going to leave her. Her mother actually married her father so she can get a U.S. citizenship and come over to the States. And I believe at 9 years old, her mother does actually leave her. And it's about Amy's journey with her and her father and moving across country to get away from all the rumors and kind of starting a new life. And it's about her dealing with the loss and feeling abandoned. And it was just such a good book. And I actually hope to reread this soon just because I loved it so much as a child. Number 2 is what age did I get into reading? I got into reading around 9 or 10, so more in 5th grade. I actually found dystopian, specifically The Hunger Games, and that got me really into reading. And ever since then, I jumped from dystopian to fantasy, and now I found so many different genres that I really like to read. Number 3 is why did I start reading? I started reading because I just love feeling so engrossed in the story. I love that you can like sit in your bed or in a chair and just kind of find yourself in a whole new world. It's just something that I really love. Number 4 is what genre do I read? So at the moment, I'm actually really into thrillers. Like I said before, I used to be really into dystopian fantasy, but as I've been growing up, I've been changing with my mood since I am more of a mood reader. I never really stick to TBRs. It just doesn't work for me. So at the moment, definitely thrillers. Book that actually got me into thrillers is No Exit by Taylor Adams. I recommend this book to everyone. I recommend it to my friends from work, to my mom. My mom's actually currently reading this right now. If you want a really good thriller, I highly recommend this book. Number 5 is what format do I like to read? I really like to read physical books. I actually tried to read audiobooks in 2020. That was the first time I actually discovered audiobooks, and I was enjoying them. I just realized that as I'm driving to work, it's kind of hard for me to focus, so I would tend to pick out books that I've seen the movie of, or more like romance, since they're not like very plot driven. So as of the moment, I definitely prefer physical books. Number 6 is favorite book of 2020, and for my favorite book of 2020, I have to say House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This book has so much stuff in it, so many fake creatures, and it's absolutely wonderful. I know that I said that I'm more into thrillers, but I cannot wait for the second book. This is a fantasy series that I'm going to stand by. I highly recommend this for any fans of both Sarah J. Maas and fantasy authors. Number 7 is least favorite book of 2020, and that would be Beautiful Bastards by Christina Lauren. I actually don't have it with me since I unhauled it, and nothing to say about that book. Skip it. Number 8 is top book to read in 2021, and that is The Shining by Stephen King. I'm actually currently in the middle of it. I'm a little less than halfway there, and I'm really enjoying it. I love the overlook, and I love how it seems like its own entity in this book, like it's a living, breathing being. So I cannot wait to finish this book, and I'm actually reading this part of a book club, not necessarily book club, but one of my favorite YouTubers is actually doing a live show on this book, so I want to finish this before the end of January so I can be a part of that live show. Number 9 is top series to read and or finish in 2021, and that is The Expanse by James S. A. Corey. This is a sci-fi series. I believe there's like 9 or 10 books in it. Ever since I heard about this, I really wanted to read it. I just haven't picked it up yet, but since I bought this trilogy, I'm saying there's no more excuses. I have to get into it. I love this spaceship scene. I actually started reading a little bit of it, but then I put it down because I had to read a book for school. But this is the top series I want to start in 2021. Number 9 is top genre I want to explore in 2021, and that would have to be nonfiction. I have not really read a nonfiction book if it wasn't for school on my own. I just know that with so many things changing in the world, I want to open my mind up to new perspectives and see how people are dealing with certain aspects in politics and life. So I definitely want to explore nonfiction coming into 2021. Number 11 is I actually have a reading journal. I started one last year and have continued to do one this year. I really like how I can keep track of my books and my ratings, and just it's kind of a fun way to remember the books that I've read in the year. So I highly recommend doing a reading journal. Number 12 is how many bookcases do I have? So I actually have 3 bookcases. These are actually from IKEA. They're not the Billies, they're the Hems bookcases. So I have 3 in my room, and then I actually have a few books in the basement. Those are more of the ones that I just don't pick up often or are middle grades or I've already read before. Number 14 is the stats on my bookcases. Okay, so at the moment I have 2 classical shelves, 1.5 historical, 1.5 horror thriller, 1 manga, half of a graphic novel shelf, 2 romance shelf, 5.5 fantasy shelves, 1.5 sci-fi, and I have 2 shelves specifically for Harry Potter. Number 15 is how many books do I currently own? I have at the moment 400 books. Since I started this video, I have gone to the store, so I haven't counted those because those will be shown in a haul in the next coming month. Of those 400 books, number 16 is how many books have I actually read on those. I've read 225 books, so a little over half. I'm not surprised that number 17 is how many books I have unread, and that is 175. I tend to really buy books in bulk because whenever I go to the store, I don't go too often. I go to like thrift stores or half-price books. So many books are so cheap that I can't resist purchasing them, even if I know that I'm currently reading 1 book and instead I'm bringing 5 books home. It is a lot, and I'm really hoping that in 2021 I could really prioritize reading. Number 18 is my favorite booktubers. At the moment, I really love Gabby Reeds and Noelle Gallagher. I think that they're more thriller-based YouTubers, but they do show a different variety of genres on the channels. I love Noelle's Stephen King collection. She has inspired me to get a Stephen King collection going. And Gabby Reed, she's just a really great person. I really connect with her, and I love her vlog videos. They're just so much fun to watch. So I highly recommend both booktubers. Number 20 is why I want to start this booktube channel. I've always found it hard to find people that really like to read. Just recently from work, I found 2 great people that I really talk to about reading, and it's super fun. But I also want to expand that. I know that booktube is a great way to find people to talk about books, and I just really want to talk to people about books. I love books so much, and I just want to start this channel. Number 21 is how I plan to upload. So at the moment, I want to do weekly reading vlogs. School is starting for me. I'm a freshman in college, so at the moment I do have a bit of a heavy workload since I'm trying to get a lot of gen eds out of the way. But as I said, I'm trying to do weekly reading vlogs and then at least post once a week, probably on Wednesdays. That's what my plan is for the moment, and I'm hoping I could stick with it. I really want to start this channel, and I really want you guys to have content. I'm just so excited, and yeah, that's my plan for uploading videos. Those are my 21 facts or bookish things that I wanted you guys to know when I start this channel. So, I'll see you in the next video.